Good morning. So Matt here from SpineFit. For those of you that don't know me, I have a local business in Bondi Junction, and also we do online training and coaching for people with back pain. We help them eliminate their pain for the long term using our unique specialized programs, using muscle releases, strength-based exercises, and building our core stability. So today, one big thing that I have my clients coming to me and asking about is, how can I improve my sleep? So this isn't just a problem for people with back pain. Sleep is huge. We all sleep for about a quarter of our to a third of our life, average of about 8 hours a night. This is a lot of time. This is a third of our day, 8 hours. So what are you doing to help improve your sleep? I hear all sorts of stories. I'm restless at night. I wake up during the night. I need to get up to go to the toilet. I can't get comfortable. Numerous things each week my clients are telling me about their quality of sleep. They're not waking up feeling refreshed. They can't repair their bodies properly after their workouts, and they feel drowsy and tired during the afternoon. So what can you do about it? So today you're going to learn 7 things that you can easily implement into your life that is going to drastically increase your quality of sleep in just days. So stay tuned for the 7 tips. Let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to sleep on your side. I know myself, I used to sleep on my back years ago. I wasn't aware, it's just the habit that I got into. But since I started sleeping on my side, it's made such a huge difference. I've slept so much better throughout the night. I don't wake up anymore. Even my wife says that I don't even snore as much, or hardly ever now, I'd like to think. So by lying on your side during the night, you're keeping a natural curve of your spine a lot better, so your neutral spine position. The thing is, if you lie on your side, it can feel different at first if you're not doing it, but for me, it didn't feel right. And then I started to investigate further and further, and I was also reading some few research articles about sleeping on your side and how much more of a benefit it is than on your back or your front. So I now have a small square pillow, you might see people have these pillows on their lounges or something like that. So it's a square small pillow. It's like half the size of a regular pillow to put between my knees. Okay, so now I sleep on my side, little pillow between my knees, and that actually helps to hold my knees at hip width apart. Because if my knees are close and my legs are touching, then that's not a natural position either. So we want to put the little pillow in there as like a spacer, or it separates our knees to stay a little bit wider, which is going to help keep your body in its natural position. Okay, so that's the trick. So start your sleep on your side. It's easy to roll onto your back or roll onto your tummy, but what happens is it all starts with becoming aware of you being on your back or your side to roll back into the right position. So as soon as you train your brain and you're aware that, okay, I'm better off being on my side throughout the night, without waking up subconsciously, you can default roll back onto your side to your new default position. Okay, so this is a good challenge to challenge yourself to start on your side. That's tip number 1. The tip number 2 is no screens before bed. So let's start with a 15-minute goal. So a 15-minute goal of no phone, no television, no computer, no iPad, no screens before bed. Okay, so these screens have blue light and different lights that don't suit our brains and our eyes too well. So we need to wind down properly before we're going to go to bed and eliminate these blue screen lights out of our life. Okay, so start with 15 minutes. Put the phone on charge earlier, set your alarm. I know I got to set my alarm every night on my phone. So the best habit you can get into is to cut the lights, the blue lights out, the phones, the iPads, the screens, cut them off earlier before you're going to get into bed, 15 minutes beforehand. Set your alarm. This way your mind and brain can start to wind down and shut down to get ready for bed. Okay, so that's tip number 2, cut the screens out. Okay, so tip number 3 is to brain dump, or unload the mind and brain dump. So how many of you out there go to bed and are still thinking of 10, 20, 100 things. So you're thinking about your day, what's happened, you're thinking about tomorrow, you might even be thinking about something happening in the future, a holiday or something you got to work on coming up in a week. So the best thing you can do is actually brain dump and plan your day. So planning your day is a different topic, but brain dump here is tip number 3. So it can help to mentally, before you get into bed, when you're starting to unwind, brain dump, say to yourself, okay, this is what I did today, this is what I may have to work on tomorrow, unload it first. So then when you get to bed, you're not actually thinking about it anymore. Now, an even better way than talking it through in your mind is to write it down. So if you write down, unload 3, 4, 5, 6 things you know you've got to work on that are in your mind that you know you're going to think about, because some people like me, we just think a lot. Okay, so we have this business mindset where we're always thinking about what's coming up next. So we want to brain dump, get it down on paper, and not have to think about it when we get to bed. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to use some magnesium supplements. Okay, so what happens is most of the time our body is deficient in magnesium, and we don't really know about it, but some people can tell they're a bit restless, or they've got those, those jumpy legs. I go to a restaurant for lunch sometimes, and I see a person next to me and their legs just going like this. It's jumping around everywhere, and I feel like saying, what's happening with your leg? And I'm thinking to myself, they're probably not eating well, drinking enough water, they're not having enough magnesium or something like that, because they've got the jumpy legs. And it used to happen to me as well, but it doesn't happen anymore because I now know I've been educated, and I eat well, and I have more magnesium in my diet, which is helping to prevent these jumpy legs and the muscles feeling all tingly and tight. So there's definitely an advantage of having magnesium in your diet as well. It's very difficult to get from food, all of it from food, because we do need these higher levels. That is, you'd have to eat extraordinary amounts of food to get those. So a good quality magnesium supplement on top of a good diet is the way to get these levels up nice and high. If you wanted to learn where you can get a good quality magnesium supplement from, just shoot yes in the comments below, and I'll shoot you through a link, a bit more information about that. Okay, so that's tip number 4, magnesium supplements before bed. Now, tip number 5 is self-talk. So who out there tells themselves that they don't sleep well? Okay, so this is something that everyone does, and it can be applied to other areas as well. But when you sleep, how many times have you caught yourself saying, oh, I don't sleep well at night, I have to wake up to go to the toilet, I'm always jumping, I'm restless, I can't sleep properly? How do you think this is helping you? Is this contributing to you sleeping better? I don't think so. Okay, so if you told yourself that you're going to sleep really well tonight, I'm focused, I've learnt these new techniques, I know how to relax, I know how to, wind my way down at the end of the night, I'm sure you're going to sleep a lot better just from doing those things. So catch yourself out. Stop telling yourself that you're no good at sleeping, or stop telling yourself that you wake up in the night or you have to go to the toilet. Okay, so this is a big, big thing. Our subconscious mind is so powerful that we don't want to go telling ourselves things too many times, because we're going to start to believe it. Okay, subconscious mind is the captain of the ship, and if we tell it something too many times, it's going to believe it. It's going to send out the orders, and our body's just going to start doing it. You'll start sleeping a lot worse. And I know this from something recently where I used to tell myself that, or I've heard other people say that if you drink too much water before bed, then you're going to have to get up and go to the toilet. This is bullshit. Okay, so this is what you've told yourself is going to happen. Now I drink a massive jar of water before bed, about 500 mils. I get a good amount of water in before I sleep. I don't even need to go to the toilet till I get up in the morning, because my body, I haven't told it that I need to. It's used to it. Okay, so subconsciously my body knows that it can wait till the morning to go to the toilet. But now my body's getting rehydrated, and it's using this water overnight to help with repair and rest. Okay, so there's far more benefits in that too. So what you tell yourself is very powerful. So just be careful that you're not telling yourself something too many times that's not helping you. You'd be much better off spinning it and giving it a positive twist, saying, I'm going to sleep fantastic tonight. I can't wait to get to bed. How much better do you think you're going to sleep if you say that to yourself every day rather than, oh, I'm a terrible sleeper. I'm restless. I can't sleep. You know, I'm no good. Spin it around. What do you think that's going to do for your life? Spin it around and challenge yourself to put the positive twist on things. Okay, so I challenge you to get on top of that. That's tip number 5, positive self-talk for sleeping. Tip number 6, we're up to now. So far we've covered sleeping on your side with a little pillow between your legs. We've covered no blue light screens, so no phones, TVs, computers, 15 minutes before bed. Step number 3 is unload your mind and brain dump. So if you need to review any of these, you can just rewind the video and check them out. And then we talked about magnesium supplements for step number 4 to help your muscles relax. Step number 5 was the positive self-sleep talk. Okay, positive self-talk for sleeping. And now tip number 6 is breathing. So who out there goes to bed breathing through their nose? And who out there goes to bed breathing through their mouth? Okay, so ideally we would like to breathe in and out through our nose when we're sleeping. Okay, so doing that, we're going to get the right mixture of oxygen into our bodies. If we breathe through our mouth, we're letting in too much oxygen. So our nose is like a filter. So overnight, it's a good habit to breathe in and out through our nose. This can also help with snoring and improve your quality of sleep. So the tip here is when you go to bed, start to train yourself to relax, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Okay, concentrate on your breathing, not thinking about what's coming up the next day because you've brain dumped already. So just think about your breathing, and same thing here, try and catch yourself out. So when you catch yourself out, you're aware that how you should go back to breathing. That's the trick. So if you catch yourself breathing through your mouth, then it's not the end of the world. You just go back to reset, start again, in through the nose, out through the nose. Deep breaths, okay? Deep breaths. When we're breathing in, we want to also make sure our tummy is going out. And when we breathe out our nose, our tummy is coming in. So we're getting deep diaphragm breaths every time. Okay, that's tip number 6, breathing. Tip number 7 is the final tip for today. So once you learn this one, you're going to have 7 tips that is drastically going to improve your sleep in just days, and they're very, very simple to apply instantly. Okay, so tip number 7 is having a good quality mattress and pillow. So there's obviously an awful lot of mattresses and pillows out there to choose from, so it is a personal preference as well, but you want something that is supportive for your body and your back. Okay, so you want something that's not too hard and not too soft, somewhere in the middle. With your mattresses, you want something that's breathable and of a quality mattress. We don't really want to go for the cheapo Kmart mattress if we can. It is an investment. You're going to have these for a long time. So there are sales throughout the year that you can save towards to get yourself a quality mattress. And it made a huge difference to me and my wife Alicia's sleeping once we got this fantastic mattress a few years back now. So keep an eye out at where you can get yourself and upgrade your mattress to a high quality, nice, thick, absorbent, soft, supportive mattress. Okay, it's going to help you sleeping, it's going to help you back out a lot too. With pillows, personal preference, but ideally you want a pillow that's going to support your neck so that it holds your body in the right alignment. Okay, so we're sleeping on our side, so our shoulders on the side of the mattress, our heads, we've got this much gap between our head and our shoulders. Now everyone's got different size shoulders, so we want something that's going to support our neck to hold it in line. We don't want to sleep like this, we don't want to sleep like this, we don't want our head pushed to the side. Ideally, again, we're talking about neutral spine, so we want our spine and our neck to be nice and even all the way down the back, okay, like a nice straight line. And this is going to help support our neck and our spine in the right spot too. Okay, so good quality mattress and pillow is tip number 7. Okay, so just recapping. Tip number 1, sleeping on your side with a little pillow between your legs. Tip number 2, No blue light before bed, no screens, no phones, no computers. At least 15 minutes. Challenge yourself. Set yourself a goal for this week. Tip number 3, brain dump. Unload the mind. Stop thinking about too much things when you go to sleep. It's a big problem that happens to a lot of people. Okay. Tip number 4, taking a high quality magnesium supplement before bed. That's fast absorbing. That's going to help relax your muscles. No more jumpy legs, no more restless legs, nothing like that. Okay, tip number 5 is positive self-talk. I don't want to hear people saying, oh, I'm a terrible sleeper, I don't sleep well at night. Spin it around, put a positive twist on it, and tell people you're a fantastic sleeper. I can't wait to hit the mattress. I'm going to go straight to bed and have a fantastic deep sleep, waking up feeling refreshed, ready for the new day. Can you do that? I challenge you to do that one this week. That'll be huge. Tip number 6 is breathing. Okay, so breathing in and out through the nose. And if you catch yourself breathing through your mouth, that's okay. Just have a reset and go back to breathing in through your nose. Okay, concentrate on that when you're going to sleep, and that'll make a big difference as well. Tip number 7 is getting a good quality mattress and pillow under your head and back to support your body, and they're just comfortable. Okay, there's nothing better than going to bed on a nice, soft, supportive mattress and pillow. Okay, so I hope you've learnt a lot from those 7 tips today. They're a big game changer. If you apply those, you can drastically increase your sleep and quality of sleep in just days. Okay, so for any more information about this, shoot yes in the comments below, and we can send through a link and we can set up a quick call. I'm always here to help. This is Matt from SpineFit, helping people eliminate their back pain long term so they can get back to doing what they love. We've got some coaching options available now too, so if you're interested in anything like that, just write yes in the comments below and we'll shoot you through a special link. Thanks for joining us. We're just wrapping up here. We've just finished our 7 tips to drastically increase your quality of sleep in just days. So be sure to check it out, rewind, recap, and see how many of these you can apply in your life over the next week. Be interested to hear in the comments below how you all go. And if you need any further information, feel free to comment below as well and share this with your friends. Till next time, hope you really enjoy your weekend. This is Matt from SpineFit. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great week.